Hey, so I am so impressed, Yahaira. I was like, you know what? We got to jump on a podcast, and it's so much fun to have you on the Loan Officer Leadership Podcast because you're crushing it. And you were a part of the boot camp, which it's now the Alliance Boot Camp with Carl White, and it was so much fun because you were in class number 8. And here just a few months ago, you graduated out of the boot camp, and I'll never forget when you got in. You were probably doing, I don't know, a couple loans a month, right? Consistent.
Hmm.
And you
Yes,
were talking last week, and you're funding 10 loans this month, and
yes.
business has literally just taken off post boot camp, having gone through. And we were talking, and I said, Yahaira, we've got to have you share what are some of the things that have helped you go from a couple loans a month to funding 10 this month, and January's gearing up for the same. I mean, you're really seeing momentum in your business. So, first off, woohoo, congratulations.
Thank
Great
you.
job, Yahaira.
Thanks.
Hey, so listen, for our listeners today, tell us a little bit about yourself. What area of the country are you in? How did you get in the business? And then let's talk about what you're doing right now to go from a handful of loans to now funding 10 and seeing your business even in the next month looking about the same. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Of course. So I'm located in the area of Orlando, Florida.
Yep.
I started in 2022, basically November 2022. I was a school teacher, elementary school teacher. I decided to make a change and I just jumped in without knowing what was facing. But it is fun though. It is fun.
Yeah. Hey, so who introduced you to mortgages? Like, why mortgages? It's from teaching school to jumping into mortgages. That seems like a pretty big jump.
Well, I first got my real estate license.
Yeah.
And the first time that I went to do business with a loan officer, he's like, "Oh, why you don't get this license?" And my English and my Spanish, sometimes they just get mixed. And I'm like, okay, so write it down. That way I'm gonna have it for sure. And I went home, I signed up for the class, and I started, and I just got the license.
There you go. And so in just a handful of years, you're literally building a significant business. So let's talk about this. I mean, 5 months ago, you're closing 2 or 3 loans a month, and you're now funding 10 units this month. Give us an idea. You've been in the business a few years. What is helping you most, or what do you think was the biggest thing that helped you go from a couple loans a month to 10 loans?
I feel like your mindset. You have to have your mind in the right place so you can actually do this.
Talk about that. What is
Okay.
mindset?
Yeah, so when I first started, I can tell you when I first started, I was thinking like, and when you're starting and your career is not exactly where you want to be, you
Yeah.
start thinking like, okay, so first these 3 points that I keep remember. Like first, I'm a woman and most of these loan officers are male. So who
Mm,
wants to do business with a woman? That
mm,
was my first thought. Then the second was basically, I don't have experience. I don't have that much
mm,
experience. And I started working with people that were like 20 years in business.
mm.
Of course, I'm like not knowing anything. I'm like, okay, so how I gonna do this? And the third thing was my English is not on point.
Mm.
So when you have all those three things in your brain, it's just basically you can't do it. There's nothing else that you can do. You just have to give up.
So you walked in, so the challenge was these limiting beliefs of you're a woman, number two, you don't have enough experience, and number three, your English isn't that great. Why would somebody want to work with me? So you began to identify this. And so how did you work or push past it? That's pretty remarkable. Even if you were doing 3 loans a month to 10 loans, you literally tripled the amount of volume you're doing. So what did you do to get past the mindset? What helped you? How'd you break past that? You hear this limiting belief, these negative thoughts coming in. How did you push past that?
Okay, so a friend of mine invited me to a real estate coaching. I'm like,
Yeah.
I want to do real estate. I just want to stay on focus on this one. He said, but just come and see.
Yeah.
So I joined them It was real estate all the time. Every time they were talking about real estate, I was just thinking and processing how to apply that on the mortgage side.
Mm,
How do I
mm.
do that for mortgage? And I realized I don't like real estate. What I really like is doing mortgages. So at that point in that coaching, I was presented to this book. I don't know if you ever heard, like most of the people already read it, and it was so new for me because I was coming from education, not from business. So,
Right.
and is Think and Grow Rich.
Oh yeah, by Napoleon Hill. Yeah, great book.
Exactly, but there's a specific part of that book that clicks on me. It was when he was telling the story of this man that bought a gold mine, and he was digging and digging and he gave up, sold it, and then another person came, hired an expert, dig and found a lot of gold.
Mm,
So at that point, I was like, I'm so close to my goal.
mm,
I can smell it, I can feel it.
mhm.
And I realized, okay, so the only thing that I need is an expert. So that's when I decided to join Mortgage Marketing Animals.
Wow. Yeah. So hire an expert, somebody to help you with your business because you're so close to gold. Hey, and I'll tell you, when you're funding 10 loans in a month, that's pretty gold. That's a lot of gold.
It is. It feels really good.
Hey,
Yes.
so as you joined Lit, and so what do you think in the last 3 to 4 months has helped you? What specifically, like when you joined forces with us in the boot camp, you've continued uh, the conversation around coaching. What's helping you? Like, how did it go from 3 to 10?
The systems.
Okay, so talk about that. So somebody who's listening today who wants a takeaway and says, if Yahaira can do it, I can do it. What should they be focused on?
And that's exactly what I thought when I started on the program. I was like, if they can do it, like I'm gonna do it. I
Yeah.
decided I'm gonna do it. So it's just this system. It's already proven. So you don't have to guess. You don't have to try to invent something new. You just have to follow. Either if you like it or you don't like it. If you want to make money, just follow.
Hmm. Well, what's something you're doing right now what helped you get the last handful of deals that you got? Like what's helping you right now get more and more deals? An activity or what are you doing?
Just keep calling realtors, connecting with them.
Who are they calling?
Who I'm calling?
Who are
My
they calling? Yeah,
I call the realtors that I really want to work with.
I like it.
And at that point, I started changing my ideas for what I said that the three topics that I was worried about when I first started. It was like, I'm a woman, people
Hmm.
don't want to make business with me. So I said, okay, so I need to find people who can actually um, join forces with me as a
Hmm.
woman. Let's be
Hmm.
powerful. Let's go over there and I'm gonna take care of Orlando. You want to take care of Orlando with me? And they're like, yes. Okay, so now we have a powerful relationships. It's not about you're male and you can do this better than me. No, we're gonna take over.
Hey there, if you're loving the tips so far, make sure to hit that subscribe button and tap the bell so you never miss out on more cool free tips coming your way. I'd also love to hear from you. Make sure to drop a comment below and let me know what you think, or what it is you want to see next. And we'll see you on the inside. See you. So you identify who you want to go after and who you want to work with. And
Exactly.
how do you reach out to them if you don't know them? Do you know all these people, or are you reaching out to people you don't know?
Something else that you learn during the training is you need a CRM.
Mm,
So what I did, I built my CRM. I start doing drip campaigns, and after the third week, I start calling them.
that's great. So you warmed up an audience by doing drip campaigns, and after you sent several emails, they got familiar with you. You started reaching out to them.
Exactly. Sometimes I just send like a gift, like free appraisal for your client, for your next client.
I love it.
Uh, some stuff that I can get their attentions. It's
Mm,
not asking for the business, it's not telling them how the business is going. First, giving them something. So once I call them, they know, oh, I know who you are.
yeah, I know who this girl is. She keeps sending me stuff, and she's not It becomes top of mind, like
Yes.
becoming the mayor of your town. I love that. So you got a list of people that you wanted to work with. You felt like might have similar vision, values, and beliefs. You warmed up the list of people by sending a drip campaign for several weeks. You followed up with phone calls, and then you meet with them. And then what happens when you meet with them? Or like how's that working?
Because I just gave them a lot of stuff at the beginning. I don't
Yeah.
want to ask for anything. I just want them to feel that I'm here to help them to build their business. But always at the end, I always say, I want you to grow your business because if you grow your business, my business is going to grow as well.
Mm, mm.
So at that point, they already know that I want to do business with them.
Yeah, yeah, I love it. Hey, well, what are some of the things you would encourage somebody who's listening today who is maybe doing a handful of loans and wants to get to 10 plus loans a month? What would you encourage them?
First of all, get into the coaching.
Okay.
Be with people that have your same mindset. I went to a different coaching before and it was bad. I don't even gonna say names, but it was
Yeah,
bad.
don't say names. Okay.
It
All
was
right.
really bad.
Yeah.
And because over here is just focus on what you want to do. You want to sell loans, this is how you're gonna sell them. You're gonna create relationship, this is how you're gonna do it. It's very
Mm,
specific. Like I said, you don't have to think of what you're gonna do, just gonna follow. And I
mm,
know for some of us, it's really hard to follow something. But if you don't follow that, how you gonna know if it's working or not?
mm.
For me, just to raise my hands and follow, it was easy.
Yeah, I love it. Hey, any other closing thoughts of encouragement?
Just keep your mind full of good, positive thoughts.
Mm,
Because now I'm not a woman in a different business. I'm not new anymore. And the good thing about being new in this business, if you learn more and you are more open to new concepts and be flexible and the
mm,
new regulation and all that. Some people get into the business and they've been here for years and they don't want to know what's going on, the new things that's coming, and they just keep their old habits.
mm.
And then for me, if when I get into the business and I say, okay, so English is not a problem. Sofia Vergara has a really exotic accent and she's in Prime TV, United States. So it's not a problem. It's just now I have the ability to reach two different group of people, the Anglo people and the Hispanic people. So I'm doubling my business now.
I love it. Hey, and what do you think like right now? What do you feel like is is your favorite part of your of what you're doing right now and helping people?
Connecting with people.
Yeah.
You get addicted.
Yeah. What is something right now you're working to delegate off your plate?
I'm trying to delegate the applications and paperwork.
Okay. So you're working right now to even get more of the busy work off your plate so you can keep selling even more.
Yes,
Hey, and what do you think is a unique skill that has helped you become successful?
flexibility. So
Flexible.
basically what I do, I change my schedule
Yep.
and now I'm working from 11 to 8 o'clock. So that flexibility helps me to catch those people that work late.
Yeah. So for you, it's been flexibility in your schedule, not being so rigid that you start at 8 and end at 5. But for you, your day is 11 to 8 because you're catching a specific demographic of people that actually have more flexible schedules and need the later time. That's great.
Yeah,
Hey,
because also the Hispanic people, they want to see you face to face and they need
mhm,
help with the
mhm.
application and they need more help with everything. So yes.
Great stuff. Well, Yahaira, I've got to tell you, I'm so proud of you. When we talked, I'm just so proud of what you're doing, the impact you're making, and to see the significant growth in your business is a testament to you doing the work, you showing up every day. And you started with the phrase mindset. Mindset is, you could have stayed stuck, with the limitations of being a woman and being brand new to the business and English wasn't your strong point. But what you did was you pushed past
Mhm.
all of the negative disbelief and you pushed it to the side and said, you know what? If they can do it, I can do it. You took action and you're staying connected to a community that is helping you do even more. And so I'm so proud of you. And thank you for being an inspiration to so many loan officers who, which I believe after listening today, will believe to themselves, if Yahaira can do it, I can do it. So thank you for being with us.
Thank you.
I absolutely love this. Hey, and hopefully you feel encouraged. I love Yahaira's story, and it is so much fun. The Alliance boot camps that Carl White and I are doing together. Hey, and you know one thing, if you're listening today and you say, I believe that I can go from a handful of loans to double digits in a short period of time. I believe if Yahaira can do it, I can do it. Hey, go do this. Take massive action. You know what I think about is this. You know, the difference between people that stay stuck and the people that break through barriers is simply taking massive action, taking immediate action, and whether you believe it or not, believing that it's possible. I think you too can have great results just like Yahaira. Go to loanofficersuccess.com, loanofficersuccess.com. You'll notice right there on the right-hand side, when you look at the page, just fill out a couple of pieces of information, and the team will get notification. We'll call you, make sure the boot camp's a great fit for you. We've got one scheduled that's coming up. Only a handful of spots are left, but would love for you who want to take massive action and want to go from 3 to 5 loans a month to 15 to 20 loans a month or 10. We believe you can do it. We know you can do it if you'll follow a proven process in a great community that helps keep you consistent, accountable in a really cool way. Go to loanofficersuccess.com, and I hope to see you on the inside. See ya!